It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Eagles and the Bengals, and it comes your way next.
Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. On first down, Hurts. And incomplete to open things up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Here comes Rager. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TV.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A first down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Second and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Hurts. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Philadelphia.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
I got it. Come on, baby. Let's go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive spans 13 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in his first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Hurts throw complete to Rager. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 27, Hurts steps away to his left, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Touchdown! Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Wilson now on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for Philadelphia. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. The return man, Wilson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now it's Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Here we go. Ready? 57's the line. Watch 57.
From midfield now, Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Mixon on the draw. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle to Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Flushed out right. He's to the 10. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That time a 9-play drive, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Back now in Cincinnati. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. On 2nd and 7, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Bengals are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
McPherson on for the extra point.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
They'll go again with Sanders. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Pass complete to Higgins.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Nice hit, baby.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Burrow connecting with Mixon.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Now Burrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Cincinnati. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
That catch good for only a couple. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
To throw, Burrow.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
McPherson on for the point after.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanket in the passing lanes.
Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. First throw in overtime now for Burrow. There's the stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
You ran into a brick wall, baby. You ran into a brick wall,
Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Decision time now on 4th and about a yard and a half.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my number one play with my number one runner over my number one blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
Here's Kevin Huber now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Let's go, let's go.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got the size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll look to throw here. And Sanders has got it complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.